Exterior of the home definitely looks solid. You got a relatively small amount of settling fractures to the stucco, but very, very, very minimal, especially considering the age. So I would say the exterior quality build was extremely good. Interior, I didn't see anything that really jumped out at me as far as major components go. No question needs an update. I would say replace all the fixtures are kind of like that. I'm sure they're functional, but you might want to give those a replacing. We're looking at the living room here. I don't have any lights turned on in here. I apologize. I don't even know if they have the power on, but I should be able to see pretty well. Would need new appliances. The way this is set up, that there is where your dishwasher would be tucked in right up against that counter right there, and then right here would be your refrigerator. From what I'm seeing, cabinets and counters are actually pretty nice. I mean, they're solid wood. They're not particle board. I would say something like this could be resurfaced, sanded down, whatever you want to call it, and painted, and they actually look pretty darn sharp. So I don't know if I'd replace them out. But looking down in here, I mean, it's old, but I don't see any extreme evidence of any major plumbing malfunctions, anything like that. Essentially every single thing I'm seeing is cosmetic for the most part. Here's the garage. It is a one-car garage, as you knew. It is a decent-sized one-car garage. I'd say you get a truck in here fairly well. Maybe not an extra long Suburban. That might be cutting it a little bit close. Maybe, I don't know. Then right here, you actually have this little, in addition to the one-car garage, you have this little alcove here. See that? For the washer and dryer. And it's a little extra room. A lot of these one-car garage homes here in the yacht club don't have that extra 5-6 foot of space off to the side like that. Now here is your lanai. Now these folks, whoever the previous owners were, chose to wall it in. As you can see, that's not very significant. You can keep it up to you. You can keep it if you want, but it wouldn't be too much to remove and then just have it screened like a normal lanai. This right here is just a fairly thin, cheap privacy wall. Could be easily removed as well. If you wanted to just have one big open lanai. Here's the backyard. You got orange trees there, and apparently there's a mango tree over there. We were talking to a neighbor a bit ago. It's kind of nice being able to pick your own fruit and eat it from your backyard. Rooms are decent size. They're about 10 by 14. This is the second. This is the guest bedroom. About 10 by 14. The master bedroom's 10 by, I think we said 10 by 15 or 16. As you can see up in all the corners, everything's nice and clean. I don't see any bowing. I don't see any excessive patching from where maybe they had some kind of roofing issue or leaks. I see absolutely no evidence beyond, normal usage and age, which even age considered, I'd say I see very little anything to indicate any problems are done. This strikes me as it hasn't been updated in a while, but it strikes me as a home that's been maintained pretty well. Yeah, right there, that's kind of a little dated. Was carpeted. Carpet's been stripped out. That's why you see all the evidence of the tacking board or whatever they call that on the edge. This is the master, and they have all the blinds drawn right now. Otherwise, it would be pretty bright in here. I'm estimating with new appliances, new fixtures, new floor, paint job, fix up all the little doodads and such, I would put it around 20K, about 20 grand, and what you'd be left with would be a sharp little home. I'd have to go and evaluate this a little more thoroughly, but off the cuff, I would say with about 20K put into it into fixing up and updating, a little bit of cleanup in the yard, I would value this roughly, it'd be in the 140 range easily. So no matter what, it'd be hard to go wrong from an investment standpoint. This is certainly not something, at 100 grand, you're not going to lose money on it. And also, speaking to the agent yesterday, specifically about this, that 100 grand is a bank approved price. That is real good news. That means the bank has got an agent on it. That's usually the big X factor with a short sale, whether or not they're even going to okay the price. The 100K has been approved by the bank, which means we could probably get this to close pretty quick, and they're not going to try and counter us with something high. Bank approved means they're ready to go. So we could get this cinched up hopefully fairly soon and be done with it and not have to worry about too many curveballs. All right, I'm going to send this to you shortly. Thanks. Let me know what you think.